Here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. As you can see in front of you, I have prepared a package with what I thought one of the best papers on top. And if you go all the way to the back, I put one of the weakest ones on the back. Okay? And in between, you're going to have all ranges, okay? But as you can see in this paper on page 35, hi colleagues, this is what we are looking at today.
Professor, can you sit here?
Yeah. I also have a copy for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, we're late, we had a mess. Mess.
No problem. $10 will fix the problem. So as you can see, what I'm going to use, I just started it a few moments ago. And what I did is I arranged the papers. On top, you're going to see some of the strong, like the top one is one of the strongest papers that I feel I have. And on the back, all the way on the back, and especially on page 35, as you see Randy's, one of the weakest samples, and Aliyah is there, which is surprising, but that's what she considers her. So as you can see, it's a work in progress, and I continue pushing because they just want to do a little thing and settle and move away because they still believe that they shouldn't be doing a capstone and Spanish, so we're still fighting with that. Like on the top paper, let me give you a couple of moments to read Mia's paper on top. See if you can gather what I gathered on the front page. I marked it anyway. All right, then as you get done with Mia's paper, which I'm going to focus on the, like English and history teachers to see, and instead of to see if I'm right at stating one of these, this is a very good example of one of my best papers. If you look at the sources, it is still on the back. And if you flip through, you don't need to read all the others, but if you flip through, you're going to see that there is a lack of sources, or they are just listed in a way that doesn't have an author or a title or a date. So I noticed that all of my students are kind of like either confused, or they claim that they don't know how, or what am I talking about. And there are some others that know exactly what they are doing when it comes to listing their sources, like Connor. In page 18 and 19 and 20, that's Connor's paper. Okay, so he has a pretty good idea of underlining and putting titles and dates. And there are some other ones that don't have any, or they just list aside, like, do you see the one in page 24, 25, right on page 27, there aren't any. So this is like endemic. Everybody, all of those students are kind of like either refusing or trying to skip through it, so I've been pushing through. So today in class, what I did is I printed some guidelines for citations, and I put a minimum that I would expect from them to have the author's first and last name, the title, and maybe the title underlined or in italic letters, just basic little things that should be there. The dates, I say the dates are important because if this data was, if you're taking an article that was written 10 years ago, somebody might pop up and say, that's not so anymore. But then if you give a date, right, people can relate and say, oh, that was so 10 years ago, but it's not so today. So these are some of the things that have come clear as we have been working on this paper, because just to give you a little background, at the beginning we were going to do field trips and interviews, and due to the pandemic and many other right housekeeping items, we couldn't make that possible. So we moved to the next best thing, which is a common denominator of students doing research in all of the classes. Okay, and this, today, when I was pushing as they were fighting it, some of them clearly go, oh, just like we did in sausage church class. Oh yeah, like she made us do over there. So they're making the connections. They say, oh, that's a research paper. So whatever I did over there for sources, it would work over here.